as a history major at college, and I regard myself as a football history major here in my pro life. The Kansas City Chiefs are the 9th team to try to three-peat. The first 8, none of them made it to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are already farther than any of the others. 3 of them made it to the conference championship game and lost. One of the Steelers teams, the 49ers in 90, and the Dallas Cowboys, who won 3 of 4 but lost the championship game. But the Chiefs are going where no three-peat hopeful has ever been. Jeff Darlington, with a guy who's going to his first Super Bowl and played in his first championship game, DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre, what does it feel like to come to a team, to contribute, and to find yourself on the way to the Super Bowl?
It feels amazing. I knew this was going to happen. When I signed with the Chiefs, when that day happened, I knew it was going to happen. It's been a long time coming. I've been in the league 12 years, so I knew it was going to happen.
What does it mean to have a chance to win 3 straight Super Bowls?
Yeah, I don't know if that part's sunk in yet, because we're just happy to get the Lamar Hunt Trophy, especially for, Clark, the Hunt family, here in Arrowhead with all these great people. But I think I'll just worry about that right now. I'll worry about the other thing later.
I love it. Spags is as good as it gets, defensive coordinator. Still sounds like that heavy Massachusetts, New England accent. You look at stats if you didn't watch the game, and of course they won by 3, the Chiefs, Booger. Yards are almost exactly the same, upper 300s. Time of possession is within a minute of each other. And yet there is one little part, although the Bills have the chance to win it or tie it, but one little part that jumps out to you.
No doubt. If you just look at the explosive plays in the game, let's look at 3rd and 4th downs. The Bills were a combined 9 for 20 on 3rd and 4th down. They had a lot of them. Chiefs were 6 for 10. That tells me that the Chiefs were getting more explosive plays. They didn't get to 3rd down as much as the Bills. Spags made the Bills earn every single yard. They had 20 3rd and 4th downs combined. They were having to earn every single yard, whereas on the other hand, Mahomes and the Chiefs, they were getting the football, they were getting first downs and chunk plays. And here's the best thing about it. They did it without Kelsey. What have we heard all week long? He caught 2 balls. Take 87 away and you can beat them. Take 87 away and make somebody else beat you. Well, guess what? Xavier Worthy today. The most targets, 85 yards receiving. The other people stepped up. We saw Hollywood Brown step up. And so if you're Andy Reid and the Chiefs, that's fine. Take 87 away. I got other weapons, and those weapons are healthy. And as long as 15 is there, boom, it doesn't matter. 87 was a decoy today, and he'll clearly play decoy going for his 3rd Super Bowl in a row. You know what, though? Both teams, the Bills, it's been their mantra on offense all season long. Yeah. Everybody eats. If I'm not mistaken, Mahomes hit 8 different receivers. I think Josh hit 9. Yeah. But again, almost similar to the Buffalo Bills. They made it to the championship this game after that big win last week over Baltimore. But the Chiefs are in their way no matter how well they play. And for the Bills veterans, like Dawson Knox, tough.
It's devastating, and it takes a while, I think. Unfortunately, I've felt this type of pain before, and even more so this year. But I got a bunch of guys in this locker room that I love that we'll be able to lean on each other, and I've got an incredible wife at home, incredible support system, an incredible family. We'll be able to move on eventually. There's definitely some pain, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. We'll be able to move on.
Good boy, Dawson. Listen, let's remind everybody, I know this won't sound like much in late January after you've lost, almost got back to the Super Bowl and the city was on its ear. I understand that, and I speak to the people of Buffalo. But if you go to August, there were questions. Is the window on the Chiefs closing a little bit? Aren't the Jets an equal pick to win? This is August. The AFC East and Miami, they're certainly going to be. The Bills, for the first time in a while, they might not win the East. I'm not trying to make this easier. Yeah. But I'm trying to say, if you put in perspective how far this team has come and how well Josh Allen played, and offensively they were by far and away. The end of the year, we'll see Denver was even plus 28 turnovers. They scored the most in team history. I know today it hurts. They came a lot farther than a lot of people thought, is what I'm trying to say. Agreed?
They came a lot further than a lot of people thought, but they didn't come as far as they thought they could go.
And that's fine.
And I think that's the issue, Boom. there was this cat that played basketball named Michael Jordan.
I heard him.
And during his time, there were a lot of great players. Malone, Stockton, Ewing, a lot of great players. They were just born at the wrong time. I don't know if Josh Allen is in that situation now with Patrick Mahomes. But he's run up against this guy. He's changed his game over and over. They said he turned the football over too much. He didn't turn the ball over this year. They said he needed to get help. He still needs more help. Josh Allen, in the back of his mind, has to wonder, what do I have to do? He played a good game today. Now, does he need more weapons offensively? Yes. They need a legit number one that can fit in. Stephon Diggs didn't do it. You get him away. It was addition by subtraction. You get Amari Cooper. He didn't give you a lot. He needs more weapons offensively. But in the end, boom, this goes on the quarterback. The wins go to the quarterback. The losses go to the quarterback. And I think Josh Allen has to ask himself, was I born in the wrong era? Because Mahomes is not going anywhere, Boom.
No.
He's not going anywhere whatsoever. This is number 5, and he's going for 3 in a row, going for his 4th overall. So at some point, they got to figure out a way to get over the hump. And I don't feel bad for anyone because everything in this game is earned, not given. They got to figure out a way to go earn a Super Bowl because the Chiefs continue to do it.
It seemed like Peyton Manning was 0-10 in the playoffs against Tom Brady. He was 0-2. You were on the Colts team that actually, in that unbelievable game, Peyton ended up 3-2 against Tom in the playoffs.
In the end.
Most people forget. I know he went to Denver and New England always lost there, but that's not the point. So for Josh and the Bills, yeah, I know 0-4 in the playoffs, but they're both in their 20s. I wouldn't give up any hope. I mean, it's not like you're knocking against the wall and never going to break through. It's hard.
It's hard. No question.
Ringo Starr sang it. It don't come easy.
My favorite.
The Commanders picked the wrong time and the wrong team to turn it over because they were great at it all year. Against the rest of the league in 17 games, turned it over 10, the young Commanders. Against the Eagles in the 3 games, 4 times today, 10 in the 3 games. Philly knew it. Our intrepid Sal Paolantonio with one of the guys responsible for the turnovers today, Eagles linebacker Zach Vaughn.
2 punch outs for you, caused 4 turnovers overall for your defense. What was it about your defense that said you're going to come in here and dominate like this?
Yeah, just doing what we do. Take the ball away, play a physical brand of football, over-communicate out there on the field, and just play our brand of football, and that's what we did.
Help your credit, I didn't, they caused it. It wasn't, a fumbled snap or, something that was reckless in that way. It caused it. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't point out to, that's a good job by Fangio and their crew of creating the ball. And like we said, we knew both teams were at +6 after 2 games. So it was something we talked about a lot, to winning the turnover margin in this game. And so over 7 weeks, we've been, pretty complimentary in that spot. And this was our first time not doing that.
And that's the right thing for DQ to say.
No question.
The last was just a Hail Mary type of throw, so that the last was an interception.
Right.
Washington won 4 games last.